Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the new week. I hope it's been a good time with the family. So, right now, market conditions are a little bit slow. I don't need to tell you that. You're smart enough to pick that up for yourself. The reason why it's a bit slow from our side and our interpretation is because we're still on these early arcs and prices choosing a lane to move forward. Okay, so it's not news. We've been talking about this for a long time. So, just got to let that roll out. So, if we go down to the trend shape, you can see here how neatly there's been touch points. Let me zoom it in for you. So right here, we'll be getting a lot of confluence along these lines. We came up into that resistance arc arena and finding its nesting point here over the 1/1. We're just keeping a close eye to see what happens next because it's very close to the kill zone, and ideally we would like to have it outside at least of this arc over here to make those big trades that we're hoping to capitalize our accounts on. So going to leave that for right now, which brings it down to the current decision maker chart. And if you have a look over here, everything coincides from what you've seen in the above cycles. And we're seeing some price slowly migrating up this 1/2 line and potentially finding its turning point around about there. So whilst I have your attention, I just want to talk about the importance of time. Time is more important than price. And the reason why I say that is because time gives us price. So in our forecasting model, we have multiple time confirmations. And my students will hear about this again in our refresher Zoom call tomorrow morning. But we're all here right now, so let's chat about it together as a group. So when we're looking at time, there are various things that confirm time. And then once time is confirmed, it gives us where price is going to go. So for example, we first look at the time projection tool, and we can see over here that it's at the 50% mark, which gives us our first indication that time is going to be forming along this arena. So how that applies to price is if you drop down this arrow from above, almost like a bat coming down for its food or whatever analogy you would like to apply over there, you can see that there isn't confluence over here with the first arc and the fan line. Okay, so there's no confluence there. Coming down to this arena, this becomes the confluence zone, and beyond that there isn't much else. Okay, so this immediately becomes our target zone for that reason. Okay, I have a time squaring tool that I also utilize, which is additional math over the strategy. But for most of us, we prefer to use the geometrical shapes because it's nice and easy and it's visual and it's engaging. And you don't really want to be sitting with a calculator every time you want to calculate time. So that is the first two confirmations. The second one being the time price calculator, which only my elite traders really use at the moment. And by dropping down the sine wave, you'll see again that we have our third time confirmation. Okay, so three time confirmations. It makes sense. We're in a slight downtrend on the higher cycles, as you can see over there. So I'm not sure if it'll come out and test this 2/1 before coming down, or retrace to where it is now. So if it's going to go to a higher point along this price arena, then this box automatically comes up further into this box region over here. Okay, so now because we got the additional time confirmations, this becomes our new potential range of where price will go. Okay, so that's about $1,000 away from where we are right now. So day traders could get in if it's $1,000 that they're looking to make on this at 10x leverage. You could quite easily do so. So anyway, so that's now the third confirmation of time we've looked at, and then the fourth confirmation of time, of course, is this 1/2 line and this arc over here and how it comes together. So you can see prices moving quite neatly along the 1/2 line, and it's breaking through each arc as it goes. And a little bit further into it, you'll probably see that it won't break this this fifth arc, which means we've got the fourth and fifth confirmations, if I'm keeping up with the amount of confirmations that I've mentioned so far. See, for me, it's inside my head. Like, this is second nature to me. It's like riding a bicycle. I don't have to think about it. So to re-explain it, I've got to kind of like simple it down sometimes. So if it's not always perfect, I'm not a master educator, I'm a master trader, but I'll get better and better at education as I go. So that's how we start to see where price is going to be. So anything other than that would be just out of the time spectrum. And as you know, we got both time and price that we need to trade with, okay? So without time, there is no price. So therefore, time is more important than price because it will identify what is realistic from a price range perspective. And that's how we can forecast the future as well as you do, because time in the illusion of a linear aspect, because you know the time's not real if you're a spiritual person and all that kind of stuff, quantum physics, blah, blah, blah. If you master time, then you can master the future as well, and then you get rewarded in price. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there right now. I can see the video is almost getting to 6 minutes, and I know you have a long week ahead of you. So get back to what you're doing, and we'll hang out again tomorrow. Ciao for now.